welcome everyone. We're here with Cody Behiel, and we're doing impressions of Armillo. Cody's a recent DFS graduate in the sound design program, and he's an avid gamer. Currently, he works at Electronic Arts in Edmonton in the Bioware studio. Cody, can you describe your favorite audio moment or audio element in Armillo and tell our viewers why?
So overall, in Armillo, I think there's a lot to like about the audio design, um, and especially when compared to other platformers, there's a lot of unique elements to how the audio has been implemented and overall just the sounds, and there's a lot of very hard-hitting, punchy, dynamic sounds going in there that really bring together the gameplay and bring together player feedback. So as a sound designer, I really appreciate that. Um, Overall, though, I feel that the best thing about the audio design on the whole is probably the music and the variance of music, the diversity. Every level has basically a new song. So what you end up getting is immense replayability every time you return to one of those levels that you were like, oh, I love this song. I can't wait to play this level now.
I think one of the things that when we started with sound design, and some people have noted this, is that there's a lot of music, and I wanted that to be the case because I know that a lot of times it's just a lot of effort to source music and
Hmm.
mix it and master it and implement it and then do all the interactivity that we have in our middle. And I didn't want players to have like this repeating song. You know, you get like your 10 songs, then you just repeat them for the next however many hours of gameplay. I wanted to just put a ton of music. So I think there's probably maybe 60 songs, maybe more. I've kind of lost track. But the idea is that each level does have a different feel because of the song. And also the whole sort of Armillo soundscape musically is a curated musical experience. So when you play the game, it'll just feel like a long album that's kind of playing in the background. It's the music is connected, but it's not all the same, and it's not one composer. So you're going to get wildly varying pieces of music that somehow make their way into each level, and it sort of fits, hopefully.
Yeah, I totally agree. The other aspect to that is the implementation side of it, where the music has dynamic changes throughout the level. So you're not hitting the same 8-bar loop throughout the whole level and really fatiguing the player's ears. You're changing up the composition and dynamically removing and adding elements, and I think that's great as well for the dynamic feel of the music.
Originally, that was a bit of a stretch goal for us, but I realized that in the gameplay, you can drive players towards focused experiences when they're trying to solve puzzles, and then you can push them towards exciting, high-speed energy experiences when they're just going fast. So the only way we could do that and tie the music into the gameplay was to create an interactive segment in the music where the intensities change, and depending on what you're doing, we kind of ramp that up. So every level has that, and it's just another one of those little things that maybe you won't notice the first time you play, but it's definitely going to shape how you play when you hit those really hard sections, because we remove all those layers of music and we really just kind of let you focus. In terms of gameplay immersion and gameplay feedback, talk a bit about some of the audio cues in Armillo and how they help shape that immersion and gameplay from an audio-centric point of view.
Yeah, so I think the main thing is got to be the rolling sounds. The way that they've been implemented and recorded, mastered, and all that has been gone a long way to not fatiguing the player's ears while they're playing. There's variation. There's a sense of speed that is directly related to it sounds like you're moving faster when you're actually moving faster, and that's super important to get right in something like this, so that when you boost, your rolling sounds don't stay the same. You feel that movement, you feel that momentum, and I think that is just keystone to good audio design is that dynamic, dynamic feel, to never fatiguing the player's ears and getting that player feedback with the movement and the rolling.
Cody, can you talk a bit about the gameplay elements and the controls and how they changed as your player progression improved and you got better at the game?
Yeah, definitely. So I think when you start out, like, there can be kind of a sense of trepidation. You want to make sure you're not you're doing all the jumps right and platforming correctly. And as the good thing about the game is that it brings you through those experiences at a good pace to be able to increase your skill. And I found that after playing it for a couple hours or so, like you get to this point where you feel like you've actually gotten better at the game, and you can manipulate Armillo to do what you want to do, right? The levels are fairly linear, but the speed that you can achieve to go through them, I think, increases as you learn the controls and learn how to jump and then boost, so you can make this gap and just do these platforming elements more efficiently. And I think that's super satisfying when it comes to gameplay and gameplay on the long scale as well. So you get some more replayability out of that as well.
So, Cody, any final words to our future Armillo fans out there?
I think it's a really kind of unique in the grand scheme of things. There's bringing back nostalgia from the 90s with that character-based platformer that we all love. So I hope you guys check it out.